What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So now that the iPhone 16e is official and we've talked about what already it is all about and what comes with it, it's time to talk about what it is actually missing. One of the biggest selling points on the new iPhone 16e that is going to go under the radar that Apple doesn't want to discuss in depth too much, simply because of the comparisons that's inevitable with Qualcomm, is the new C1 modem. This is a multi-billion-dollar investment Apple's made to bring those chips in-house, and the performance gains speak volumes for what it is actually capable of. Beyond that, though, there is a lot of items that are actually missing from this 16e, in addition to the raised price point. So we know this is already going to start at $600. Yes, we know, luckily you're going to get 128 gig storage base model now, 8 gigs of RAM, but there is a long list of things that are not included. So let's jump right into that. First things first, you're not even getting MagSafe. But beyond that, I know a lot of people can look past it. The wireless charging speeds would be double, however, but it's still just not a deal breaker necessarily. But here are some things that are. You are losing an ultra-wide camera. The ultra-wideband chip, basically for AirTags and AirPods precision finding, camera controls, the dynamic island, more color choices, that price point. A GPU is not even included here. You do not get photographic styles. Current gen ceramic shield. This actually does have a lower outdoor brightness that caps at 800 or 1200 peak for HDR. 1 nit of minimum brightness. There's no sensor shift OIS. There's no current gen portrait photos. There's no thread chip. There's not even Wi-Fi 7 or 6E even included in this. So we're talking about Wi-Fi 6 is where it tops out, which is a few generations old of a standard at this point. And then obviously this is really not the elephant in the room, right guys, is they want this to be sold and marketed as an iPhone 16 series device, but there's not much 16 about this aside from Apple Intelligence and that 8 gigs of RAM. Now, this might not be a deal breaker to most. This is a way more accessible price point. You're talking about $200 less expensive than the base iPhone 16 is. However, I want you guys to know the shortcomings right now before pre-orders go live in 2 days. Now, if you don't care about any of these things, this is still a great deal, but just keep in mind you can probably find a used iPhone 16 or definitely an iPhone 15 for around the same price point. It leaves a lot to be desired. It is not as quick of an impulse buy at $599 as it would have been at $499 or even the prior iPhone SE starting price of $429. So, yes, might not be a deal breaker to most. In the US though, the market is saturated with iPhones and used devices always become regular commodities here. So keep that in mind depending on what your goal is with this phone. Obviously, you're not going to have a lot of photographers that are going to want to pick this up with a simple one camera setup. It does have that new Fusion camera that does give you a 2x zoom. However, this is still not the same dual or triple camera setup that you're getting on the 16 or 16 Pro Max. It is kind of misleading for Apple to really market this as a 16 device, like I just said. However, I get it. I see why they're doing it. It does look more modern. It is now a 6.1 inch display. It does have an OLED display. It is much improved just over the last gen SE, but if you look at the comparison and what they're trying to market these against, going back even to the iPhone 11 series devices, that should be your telltale sign as far as what you're getting into. We will still be having one and do a full review on the channel. We'll do a comparison to the base model iPhone 16 as well. Let us know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of this iPhone 16e? Are you excited about it? Are you pre-ordering it? Do you wish they would have cut that price a little more realistic to what it was for the prior gen? I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think. But anyways, that's it for now. As we discover more, we'll be doing future videos, so thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!